Hi, I'm the Toy Mom, and today we're going to see what's in this Play-Doh surprise bag. We have a Play-Doh Beach Creations bucket. In this bucket comes Play-Doh and molds to create sea creatures and other things that you might find at the beach. Let's open it and play. With this Beach Creations bucket, we get 4 cans of different color Play-Doh. And I'm going to put this one aside because it's a little different, and we'll play with that. We get all these molds. Look at the little bucket that we get there and the shovel. And we get tools. We get a rolling pin and we get a knife that we can use. And then we get a starfish, a lobster, these really neat molds, and then this fish. Let's see how we can use them. Also, of course, we get the bucket so that when we're done, we can pick everything up and put it back in there. All right, I think what we're gonna do first is make a starfish. I think we're gonna make him out of yellow Play-Doh. So I'm gonna press it down first a little bit, and then I'm going to grab my tool, which is the rolling pin, and I'm going to roll it out so that it's thin enough and big enough that my starfish mold will fit right on there, and I think I have it. Sometimes what you want to do is put it on there, maybe it's not, the Play-Doh is not big enough, just roll it out a little bit more. And the other thing you can do is a lot of times you can turn your mold until it does fit on your Play-Doh. So I have to do that sometimes. It's not a problem. Now we can take the excess dough off like this, or if you wanted to, you could use this nifty knife to get it off. Either way works. And then our little starfish friend comes right out of there. I think that's pretty cute, don't you? So as cute as he is, how about we give him a little personality? I think that would be pretty neat. So to do that, I'm going to take some blue Play-Doh and I'm going to divide it in half. And then I am going to divide it again. Actually, you know what? This is another place where we could use our knife. And I just need a little tiny bit and 2 tiny bits actually, because I'm going to make him some eyes. One eye is bigger than the other. So I'll cut that different. There we go. Now, I'm going to take these little bitty pieces of Play-Doh and make them into circles. I don't know if you're there. I think you can kind of see that. When I put them on him, you will see it because I'm going to hold it up for you. There we go. Now he has eyes, so he looks a little happier, and I can make him look even happier by taking some more Play-Doh. And I'm just going to, actually just between my fingers, I'm going to do this and make it into kind of a rope. You can also roll Play-Doh like this on a table with your hand to make it into like what I like to call as a snake. It really makes it more into a stringy like shape. Or you can do this, rub it between your fingers like that, and that works. So those are several ways that you can make the Play-Doh elongated or long enough to be more like a string, and when you do that, then you can make different shapes. And so the shape that we made is a smile. So we have one happy little starfish. So for now, how about we just use our bucket over here to set him up so he can watch while we make the rest of his friends, these creations. Now I used the lobster mold just like I did the starfish mold, and I took other pieces of Play-Doh to decorate him. And one of the things that I did, isn't he cute, is I added these antennae with the same way of just rolling it out like kind of a string. And then I put eyes on it and stripes. So look, little starfish, I made you a friend. So you guys wait over there while I make yet another sea creature. Now this is interesting, isn't it? We have two pieces, and if I hold it like this, it kind of looks like a fish, but what's missing? His body is gone, isn't it? Well, let's make that for him. I think he's going to be a much happier fish if we make that for him. Let's start with a ball of Play-Doh. And here we'll put those two pieces apart. And let's start by just kind of rolling this out like this. See how it's getting longer? And I'm actually putting more pressure on one side than another because that's going to be his tail section. And so I want it kind of in this shape right here. And now what we're going to do, I guess he could be a little bigger too. You could make him real skinny. You could make him really fat because the body's going to be up to us. Let's stick this head on like this. And then let's kind of bring this body up to him like that. Okay, starting to look more like a fish than he was. And let's take his tail section and put that right there. Okay, now he looks a lot like a fish. But let's make him kind of pretty. So I took two colors of Play-Doh, red and yellow, and I made them into a string, but then I twisted them because I thought, you know, there are some gorgeous fish in the ocean, and this one is no exception. So there he is. Isn't he pretty? And then I thought, you know, you can hardly see his eye, so I made him an eye out of red and yellow. Hopefully that sticks. There we go. Look, you guys, you have a friend. Oh, I guess he wants to lay down. And, oops, if I push his stripes in a little bit more, they're going to stick on there better. There. So he looks fabulous. Now, here's what we have left. We have these sea anemones. At least that's what I think they look like. And I already made some of them. And I'm going to show you how I did that. You use this mold right here. And all you have to do, I happen to have some bright orange and some bright green Play-Doh. And if you don't mind mixing your Play-Doh together, you can do this and make some interesting little plants for your sea creatures. That is really neat. So now we have that. Now you can't have a beach or an ocean without sand. So we are going to, little starfish, I need to borrow my bucket. I'm really sorry. I'll tell you what, let's stand you up here with a sea anemone. There you go. So let's take our bucket and let's take our shovel and let's take some of this Play-Doh, which is very different. And it actually, if you feel it, is grainy like sand. And so you could use it to pretend you have sand here and put it in a bucket. Or let me show you something else that's kind of neat. Let's put some down here. Little fish, I'm going to move you over just a little bit. Sorry about that. And then let's flatten it out a little bit. I know, let's use our rolling pin. So now we have a little beach area, and it gets even neater because watch this. On the back is a little footprint, and so we're going to put footprints like someone has been walking on the beach. There we go. There. I'm going to hold that up so that we can see it. Look at that. Doesn't that look like someone's been walking on the beach? And I'm just going to go like this so you can see that this Play-Doh is a little bit different in its consistency. So let's put that away. And let's take one more look at all of our sea creatures. And I had a wonderful day at the beach. Tell you what, Mr. Lobster, we'll straighten your antennae. Put our little starfish out here. So all my little sea creature friends say, thank you so much for joining us today. And now you can choose another surprise bag. And don't forget to subscribe.